Hi guys, so we are talking about chapter Bo. This week is all about the frequency of the energy of Bo. We are in 7 weeks in which we are preparing ourselves really for true redemption, true freedom. The story behind is all the story of the exit from Egypt, but of the Israelites out of Egypt, but we need to understand that it's not about a story that happened back then. It's really the story of our soul being unleashed or free from all the bandages, from all the thoughts, from all the limitations, from all the five senses, what I believe, the old belief system of us. So I would like to start with few questions before I dive into the topic. The first is, in which situation in your life you feel that you are broken, that you don't have a way out. It can be a change that you are trying to implement and it's like blocking. It could be a situation, an exterior situation that you don't know how to solve it, that you really up to here, you don't know, you don't manage to organize, to arrange it, to solve it. Could be again a feeling that you have, that you don't know how to manage it. This and the question that comes with it is, in which way you are functioning today? Are you trying all your force to with all your power to try to fix it, or you are from those people that are more just don't know, complaining about it. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Just like, crying about it, complaining about, but it's still, trying to find solution, but it's stuck. And the other question is, in which situation in life, in how the different difficult situations in life are controlling you. That you're not managing, like you change your mood, you become more angry, you become more aggressive towards the people that you love, you are sleeping more, you are eating more, you're hurting yourself. In which situation, in which way, this situation is influencing you? Okay, just two questions, but let's start. In the different situation in our life, when we are meeting difficult situation, we understood already that all the challenges that we have are here to help me to change myself, to improve myself. But in those layers of improving myself, and again, for what sake is, as we said already, it's for me to be more connected with the light of the Creator. So more I am clearing away those veils, those limitations, I'll be able to be more connected, more aligned with the light of the Creator. And from that point, I will be able to enjoy more things in our life, in our life, okay? Because we're gonna see things in a different angle, so we will be able really to enjoy the what life is bringing me, also the difficulties. So in all this journey, there are many layers, like in the tree of life, in the 10, what we call sfirot, the 10 emanations, okay? Also in our behavior, there are 10 emanations. And when we are reaching we're getting closer to the deeper layers, this is when it's hard for us to finish the work. And we're not the one that needs to finish the work. We push up to a certain level, but when things become too hard, we want to learn to let go and to open ourselves to the help of the light of the Creator. And that's what's happening here. For that sake, I want you really to think about those points, that those situations that you wrote down. And when I'm going to read a Zohar, really to allow yourself to open to the help of the light of the Creator, because those areas, those points really can be handled only by the light of the Creator. But I want to be aware of it, to know until what point I can push and at what point I'm just allowing the light to finish the work. I'm reading in verse 38 in portion Bo in the Zohar. כיוון דחמה קדוש ברוך הוא דדחיל משה ושליחם ממנה נפרנין לאלה, לא יכליל לקרבה לגבי. אמר הקדוש ברוך הוא, הנני עליך פרעה מלך מצרים, התנים הגדול הרובץ בתוך יאוריו. וקדוש ברוך הוא יצטרך להגחה בקרבה ולאחרה. כמה דעת אמר אני השם ועוקמוה רזה דחוכמתה, דהתנים הגדול הרובץ בתוך יאוריו, לעינון מראי מדין, בידעין ברזין דמריהם. To allow the light to clean the source, the seed of all the negativity, for us is too much. Like it's a fair fight between the source of the negativity and the light itself. We are managing up to a certain point. The second thing is, in order for me to reach the possibility to do that, I have constantly to make sure I'm reconnecting with the source of light. How can I do it? It's constantly the studies, the connection to the tools like the Zohar, 72 names, Ana Bekoach, and the actions that we do, okay? If we maintain like a constant connection, that we make sure that we keep our connection, and of course, the restriction that we do every day, every moment. So when we need to do that, let go, first of all, we will hear and see it. And second, we will be connected enough to allow the light to interfere. For this, to allow ourselves really to encourage ourselves each time to connect again, I want to read the first verse of this portion of this chapter for that inner strength for the connection. ויאמר אל משה, בוא אל פרעה, כי אני הכבדתי את ליבו וגומר. רבי יהודה פתח ואמר, אשרי העם יודעי תרועה, השם באור פניך יהלכו. כמה יצטרכו בני נשה למאח באחרי דקוצ'ה בריחו, ולמיתר פיקודי אורייתא, בגין דזכו בה לעלמא דעתה ולשזבה לון מכל קטרוגין, דלעילה ותתה. בגין דהה כמה דהשתכחו מקטרגין בעלמא לתתה, הכי נמי השתכחון מקטרגין לעילה, דקיימי עליהו דבני נשה. And the last point, it's about remembering. Why it's so important for us to remember. When we remember things we've done, behavior we had when we were children in the past, it helps us to do our correction, to make our correction, to move ahead in our spiritual growth. It helps us to understand how we need to change and how we should improve ourselves. But not always we remember. In this portion, in this week, we will have the capacity to reconnect to the tree of life and to the memory. Michael Berg is explaining, and I share with you all the time, that those short videos are really drawn from the teaching of Michael Berg on Kabbalah.com. And he explained that in a deep and very interesting way, we need those memories to help us to grow. When we are connected to the tree of life, we have this memory. When we are not, we forget. How can we keep ourselves on that wave of remembering and the connection to the tree of life? There are two things for us to do. The first is every day in the morning, we want to ask to relate always to the truth. There are many things that will try to put things nicely or to arrange things in the way that, it would look nice for us, that we will hear good news, that we hear nice things, but they are not always the truth. And what we want to do is really to relate again and again to the truth. I want the truth. Everybody will tell me how amazing I am. I want the truth. The truth. Maybe I'm amazing, but maybe there are some things that I can improve. Just the how to say, the nice wrap on the gift doesn't say anything about the gift. The wrap can be very nice, but inside not so, or the contrary. So we don't want the wrap, we want the truth. And through the day, when things are going to happen, and they are going to try, like you wrote to yourself before, they are going to try and divert us from the happiness that we might feel or the certainty that we might feel. We want to remember that behind everything there is truth, as we said, and every situation helps me to reach a higher level. And I don't want to fall. I don't want to fall, okay? Because every difficult point that I would meet in my day will raise me, will push me up if I only allow it to do it. If I fall into the wrap, the situation, oh, it's horrible, what I'm gonna do tomorrow, etc., I'm gonna dive into the false, into the good and bad. But if I keep myself, no, I know this situation will help me to grow. This situation is helping me to grow. I just want to see and want to connect to the truth, why it is in my movie, right? Like we learned from the beginning why it is in my movie, but I want the truth. And when I hear the truth and I change myself and I improve myself, so the connection is stronger. The connection is more real. And then when things seems to be blocked, I remember to let go and to allow the light in. The last point is with the tree of life and the tree of good and bad. Yes, that realm of certainty, that realm of memory, that realm of connection versus that realm of illusion. In life, it's like the snake. You know, Moses had the how to say the stick of God, and then he would throw it and it will become a snake, and then he will hold his tail, the tail of the snake, and it will become a stick. What is it all about? It's going together with what we spoke. When we allow the reality, the illusionary reality, to take us back and forth, I'm happy, I'm sad, it's because of that person would help me, that situation would help me, that little thing will help me. When it is outside of me and my constant connection to my source, which is the light, it's like the snake. Good and bad, all the fears can come up, etc. When I'm holding that situation and reconnecting with the tree of life and not allowing those situations to bounce me back and forth, then it's like the stick. It's like the light, the tree of life, a line, a channel of magnificence, energy. That energy helps me to go through those situations. I cannot solve everything, but the light can. My connection with the light can. So with this, I want to also suggest you, if you'll listen on Kabbalah.com, the video of Michael Berg, on portion on the chapter book from 2022, you will hear a meditation that he's doing there about how to hold the snake in the tail and how to, allow every situation to glue back to the tree of life, to that energy of certainty, and allow the situation not to take control over you, but for the light to take control over the situation. I wish you really a very strong week, a very meaningful one, and I hope we see soon.